Playing a offensive team like Winnipeg, you guys kind of are expecting a little bit of a battle with them, but just your thoughts on last night.
Obviously a disappointing night. I think we were expecting a different outcome. Other than that, I think we just weren't ready to really compete. I think we faced a team that are willing to take a little bit more on their own shoulders and respond after a loss, and that's just something we couldn't quite handle. And good thing is, though, it was a lot of our own mistakes, and I think we can definitely build up that and find a way to win a hockey game against Buffalo.
The second period, you guys played well, made that switch back. Is there some positives to pull from that performance too? I know consistency has been one of the key focuses for you guys this year.
Oh, sure, of course. Other than that, I think obviously a big plus was the power play. Going 2 for 3 in the game obviously helps, and maybe that's something we can build from for sure.
What's been the good parts of the power play so far? You guys have scored multiple power play goals in the last couple of games here. What's been working with that group?
I mean, we didn't really change anything. It's just a matter of time when we start getting the goals we've been working for. I think in every game, if you look back, there were really good chances and some open nets we missed, and just some really good goaltending. And so I'm very confident enough to say that we didn't really change anything. It was just a matter of time until we're starting to click.
And you guys played Buffalo last Saturday. Just playing that team at such a short time span, is there some benefit to that, or what do you guys kind of focus on?
I mean, you know the team. They obviously like to play offense. They like to stretch us out, and they're willing to cheat a little bit to gain momentum in the offensive zone. And if we can control that, if we can obviously get involved emotionally, I think we'll have a good game plan on our side and hopefully get 2 points.
Key to getting more sustained time in the offense?
Just getting really challenging their D. I think we can play behind them. I think we can out-battle them a little bit and then just try to tire them out. Obviously, it's really hard the longer you're in your D zone, and then those are the moments where we have to start working on our game.
Shots don't tell the whole story. The scoring chances, I know coaches talk a lot about that, but still a minus 10 shots differential for the season. How do you kind of close that gap and just allow less shots and get more off?
Obviously, we just got to shoot more, first of all. I think sometimes we've been looking for the open guy too much, and then I think we can make a little bit better job of fronting pucks, getting right in front of the guy who's taking a shot, and then we'll be fine. Obviously, I don't think minus 10 is end of the world, so I think we'll have plenty of season left to correct that. And if we sit here at 82 games with a plus goal shot differential, I think we'll be fine.
You guys to be a successful team, what sort of identity do you guys have to be a winning team? I mean, it seemed kind of like last season you guys kind of, you found something.
Yeah, I mean, we knew we can score. I think that's what we're missing a little bit right now. Maybe guys are questioning some things when they're on the ice and don't have that confidence. And obviously that's a job from all of us to try to gain that confidence, bring a little bit of swagger back, and make sure we're really thinking that we're a good hockey team. And that has to start today, tomorrow, and then we'll hopefully go on a little run there.
You think the confidence is lacking a little bit right now?
Not lacking, but I think if you're confident enough, you don't think about the game that much. You just make instant decisions, and yes, we're thinking about sometimes a second too long what we can do and what we shouldn't do, and I think that should be a confidence thing. Yeah.
Thanks, Mo.
You talk about analyzing the season in segments, 10 games down. Kind of what are your biggest takeaways from this first stretch?
Yeah, it's probably the hit and misses. Stretches are from really good hockey. Stretches of some things we're trying to accomplish. Some of those numbers I talked about the other day. Rush chances against are down, which is important. Those lower inner slot shots are down. The slot shots, period, are down. So some positives, and we played well. shot volume, like to suppress, and we'd like to probably get more of their offense. So we're sitting here 4-5-1. We're probably what our record is, but I think there's some signs of hopefully we can trend this the right way. We knew we'd be up against it, and just a 10-game schedule on who we're playing. You add in Winnipeg probably exceeding expectations, being a really good team. So good question. Probably feeling what our record is. Some ups and downs in there. We got to try to start finding some consistency. Hopefully starting with Saturday.
How would you evaluate the offense overall?
Down. There's obviously, it's pretty obvious with our numbers. Last year was an extreme. We were top third in the league in offense. Shooting percentage was up, things like that. But I think we can get more out of our offense. A lot of one and dones. And I think, again, it probably reflects, some of our overall games. There's times we're getting some looks and some plays we like. But at the same time, I think the league on a whole, it's tough to get easy offense on the rush. And I think that's what our guys are trying to do. Nights it's not going to happen. You're talking about we don't give them up. I think that's kind of the trend. And I think people also see we might have a little identity of, and I'm sure every team's game plan is not give them the rush. So I think we need to do a little more, a little harder. I'd go no further looking at a team like we played last night in Winnipeg, who's obviously sitting here 9-1. 2 of their first 3 goals were simple 2-on-2 rushes where their guys just worked their butts off to beat us to the inside and got to the net. I'd like to see a little more of that from us.
Last year, you mentioned our offense, power play, penalty kill, I think all were top 10. This year's team, you're still kind of searching for what kind of team you're going to be?
Yeah, no doubt. It'd be hard to replicate that, but I don't know if we want to or need to. We still need to trend in those defensive areas, those things we talked about. We're giving up too much volume. We're giving up too many probably B looks, and we need to keep doing a better job of some of those things we emphasized. Last night was a little bit frustrating because those things that were trending okay in those 10 games was like those low grade A danger shots. We gave up a handful last night, which we haven't been doing. Obviously, we gave up rush goals against, but we gave up rush chances last night, which we haven't been doing. So I'd like to reel that back in. So I think our offense will come around. I don't know if it's going to be that, but it doesn't need to be. We need to be better in some other areas too. Especially
where you guys finished last year, so close to the playoffs. Is it fair to say that the first 10 games is a disappointment right now for you?
I wouldn't go as far as disappointment. Obviously, we'd want to be in a better situation. I'd love to have flipped 1 or 2 of these games. Even last night, we find a way. It's just everything's so magnified. I know it sounds crazy, but a 5-4-1. Now you're talking about trending into the mid-90s, stuff like that, instead of the 4-5-1. We are what our record is. So I wouldn't go as far as a disappointment. We knew this would be tough, but I think we want a couple more points out of those first 10. But plenty of opportunity going forward. And again, we've shown signs of being a team we would like to be. It's just we need more of it.
Seems like you guys are counting on some internal improvement too, as far as the offense and finding goals. But so just through the 10 games so far, it hasn't. Well,
Jonathan Berggren's had created some offense. He's on pace for 8 assists in the year. He's going to trend better than that. He did much better than that in his time here. Lucas is pointing. He's got 1 goal, I believe. Shooting percentage now, and so Dylan even. We're just little underlying numbers. Chance differential last year, Dylan was like a plus 100 on the year. That's what a top center looks like. He's a negative right now. So I do think we'll trend a little better, but it's on us, it's on our group to trend better.
There's another gear there with Dylan, right?
I think so. He goes through these stretches for sure. I think there's another, because we've seen it. We've seen it throughout his career. And we'll need that and want that from him.
How do you think you guys have done masking I mean, you lost significant people. How do you think you guys have done masking that?
Okay. I think it's going to come down to those. Again, when you say we lost all this offense, I don't think we need to be we're not going to be a top 7, 8 offensive team like we were last year. I have no problem with that, but we need to be better in those other areas. Some of our quality wins, that's because we kept it out of our net. I think we just need more. So I don't know if it's more masking it. It's just being a little better in some other areas with our group.
Goaltending's
been excellent. Excellent. Again, you talk about 10 game. Obviously, there's been stretches, a couple losses early. Both goalies didn't look comfortable. Vili's first start did not look comfortable. A tough third period last night for Alex, but I don't know if we could ask more from our goalies. And I think we've helped them a little bit with, again, I'm not happy with the volume, but I do think we've giving them fair looks, if that makes sense, where they're seeing pucks, they're not getting second pucks. But we need more of that for the group because they're doing their job for sure.
Derek, is there anything new with Philly down in Grand Rapids? Is he banged up?
Yeah, I think he had a little lower body, so he was out a week. So he had to be taken out of a game there last week, but I think it was a short-term thing, and hopefully he'll get back in that soon. Again, I mean it. We haven't given up on him. We have 3 what we feel NHL goalies that have all proven they can win in this league, and he's still one of them.
He needs the reps, though. He needs
the reps for sure, and the volume and staying healthy. Obviously, a slight little setback there with the lower body injury.
What's the key to shortening the amount of time you're spending in the D zone right now?
I think we saw that again. I think it comes down to getting your defensive stops, wall play. That's a 4-check team last night, and just even in our team meeting, I just had a handful of examples where we had the puck on our stick. We had an opportunity to make a clean play. And I'm not going to say an easy clean play, but an NHL clean play. And we don't. And it resulted in another 20 seconds in our zone, or it resulted in a D-zone face-off. So I think there's some of that. And I think we can do a little more on the offensive end of getting some more second quicks, more zone time. Obviously, we're not a huge team. We're not a puck protect built like that in some ways, but I still think we can be better at it. I think it comes a little more with some puck support rather than just a 6'5" guy protecting himself. We can do it as a group.
And then you talked about Lucas and the goals not being there yet. I think he's only got 4 shots on goal the last 5 games. Is there anything you're seeing that's leading to that?
Could be that. There may be a little pass to him, but his underlying numbers, and again, I hate so coach talk. I mean, our whole world is underlying numbers right now. You can rip those things on any way you want, but he's actually trending really well, creating chances, not giving up chances. He's obviously a very valuable player, but obviously you'd like to be, especially that's a world-class finisher. He can score from distance. No doubt we would like to see that volume go up.
It looked like Tyler Mott was able to participate a little more in today's practice. Is he tracking toward you?
It's going to be close. It's a good question in that we've literally had that talk. I think it was important for our training staff to get him through 2 heavier practices, which we had today and we'll have tomorrow, and where he is just more taking hits and getting that volume. So probably more of a post-practice feel on him tomorrow.
What kind of boost can he provide when he is back?
Energy. I think he's just some of those things. He's obviously, again, not an overly big guy, but he plays with energy and pace. He's a guy that can, I think, give us some energy minutes, which we would like. And he's done a really good job throughout his career in the penalty kill. And again, frustrating night last night, and that we only get 1 chance on the kill, and it was obviously probably not even an A chance. It was a distant B chance and it went in. But I will say our overall penalty kill has been a little better of late, but I think he can help that too.
Tarasenko still getting over the flu?
Yeah, Tarasenko getting over the flu. Obviously not here today, so hopefully he'll come around, and if it's kind of that same bug that's went through our entire team, hopefully it is, and the time frame he should start coming around next day or two. We hope to have him for Saturday. Thanks, guys.